Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Tamara. Cause I need y'all to say that right. So, welcome back to the show. Y'all, it's the Podiversary anniversary. It's the Podiversary episode. Oh man. Okay, so obviously this is about to be a dope episode.
Yes, it is.
Technical difficulties. I spilled my drink earlier. It's been all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
So, before we get listeners, thank you for listening. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like this.
Let me calm down. Okay. Listeners, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you watching or whatever. Hey, y'all see my little Tamara the Dawn or whatever? That's what happens when I have guests. I like that.
Turn up.
Okay. But anywho, new episodes every Thursday. Make sure you follow me on social media. You can see it at the bottom of the screen if you're watching. Otherwise, the link to my website with all that good stuff is in the episode notes. Yep. Okay, cool. Y'all, man, listen, this episode that's airing, man, I am 1 year in this thing. Like,
that's what's up.
Yeah. When this airs, it's gonna be my Podiversary anniversary, whatever. It's gonna be 1 year in this thing, and I never would have made it without y'all. So I appreciate y'all.
A round of applause.
You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I ain't got all that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't there yet, you know what I'm saying? But I probably should introduce my guest. I know y'all see his name at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on the YouTube or whatever. If you're not, if you want to see visuals, it's a real video. It's not the fake videos that I'll be uploading where you can't see nobody. You can see us in this thing, but why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and tell them where they go? Well, I guess we could do socials and all that at the end. So I guess at least introduce yourself, show all that good stuff.
My name is Joose. I go by as she said.
Yep.
I go by Joose, the host of the Chilling with Joose podcast. That's about it. My introductions are typically pretty dry because I don't really know how to speak about myself.
Oh, well, I got this. All right, y'all. Hey, this is one of the hardest working podcasters I know.
Thank you.
He drops like no exaggeration. It seems like every day that he drops a new episode. For sure, Monday through Friday, like a 9 to 5.
For sure.
If he misses a day, I'd be a little concerned. Like, is you good? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You did ask me was I okay when I did drop. Yeah.
I did, yeah, because I'm used to between his multiple Twitter accounts that we gon', you know what I'm saying, see some episodes.
We'll get into all of that.
Yeah. Okay, yep, I did all that. All right, cool. So, sir.
Yes.
In the last 7 days, what was the best part of your week?
The last 7 days?
Well, because it's early in the week still, so we're going to say in the last 7 days, what was the best part of your week?
I got some sleep, some decent sleep yesterday. I'm talking about pure, unadulterated sleep. Sleep. I'm talking about I slept hard.
like uninterrupted, no waking up,
Uninterrupted, no
man.
waking up, no nothing. I haven't had that type of sleep in months.
Man, I get that sometimes, but not all, like, we need in our lives
Oh
and
yeah,
whatnot.
I
Yeah.
needed that. I needed that really, really bad.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And then I woke up and recorded a podcast.
So you just woke up.
Woke up, recorded a podcast,
Okay,
and
okay.
it's like another day at the office.
All right. Well, hey, peep the cup. Shout out to OTR. Okay. Okay. Shout out to them.
Shouts out to the gang.
Yep. Oh, I got something for you. Just so you know, we ain't faking out here. Bam.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
In case y'all ain't really, let me do it again. In case y'all,
That's
and then
what
for
we
y'all,
talking about.
yeah.
Yes.
So I really been trying to, I ain't rich like that. So I'm gonna get to all y'all as what I'm saying, as I get to all y'all. But I really been trying to support, other podcasters because people buy my merch, and I feel like, what I'm saying, let me spread the love. So I got his phone case. I don't even know what made me get a phone case of all things, but people do ask about it, and I'm like, oh, that's my pod homie. So, I'll be out here. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And then listen, I got the mask. I wear the mask every day.
I already know.
Back of the mail truck.
Yep. And we will get more into your pandemic lifestyle in a little bit. Did you bring a game?
I have a set of questions.
Okay, y'all. So, it's my Podiversary, right? I don't even know if that's a real word, but I be hearing people saying it and stuff. That's podcasters. So
it's real.
Okay, cool. So I definitely wanted to, like, I'm really a clown in real life. And it seems like people like my reactions or whatever. So I gave him the task of coming with a game. Now I have no idea what this game is at all.
Nope, not a clue.
And so we gonna see what's gonna happen.
Not a clue. Not a clue. But I did ask you, was one game, was that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good. Because we know my random questions.
I know. I thought about that, but I was like, you know what? It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I hope.
But it's gonna be off the hook though.
Okay. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right.
Cool. Hey, do you got to answer these questions too? Or
if you want to ask me in turn, I will answer the question.
I just feel like that's fair. Like,
no,
you know what I'm saying?
I have no problem with answering any question.
All right.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'm ever be.
All right. Question number 1. What's your go-to guilty pleasure?
Wow. That is a question.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
Go to guilty pleasure. Man, sweets. Like, yeah. Cookies.
Cakes and pies?
Yeah, not really so much pies, and not just any cookies, but like I've noticed, especially when I'm nah. Okay, yeah, sweets. Yeah. But what I go to more frequently now is my little coffee liqueur setup. Y'all see I got the, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a sip because I don't. This is literally my favorite coffee cup, mainly because it's big. Like, it's an 18-ounce cup. I just like big. Yeah, I don't, fill it that much. But
how many times do you refill it?
Usually I only have one, because it's coffee. It's like, it's actual black coffee and a coffee liqueur, like the kinds that are actually made for it, or I do some little stuff where I do coffee, a creamer, and 2 shots of rum. And so, that's kind of been my, I'd say, go to more so than even sweets, because I'm really trying to like, get my life together with sweets and stuff.
Understood.
Yep,
Understood.
yep. All right, go ahead. You got to answer that.
I think my go-to guilty pleasure is cognac.
Mm.
I am a cognac sipper.
Okay.
Uh, as we speak,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
drinking
Yeah.
cognac.
Yep, yep, yep.
It's nothing like it. I've been drinking cognac since I was about 16 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
See, when I was 16, I was not drinking hard. I was on that MD 2020.
that's hard.
It's fruity, or Boone's, what was it, Boone's
Boone's
Farm?
Farm.
Yeah, that's because it was okay, because you know how the hood store, they don't always ID you like they
Right.
should. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they'll let us get that.
Yeah. But Mad Dog 2020 is hard. Mad Dog 2020, as soon as you drink it, it make your eyes bloodshot red.
I ain't had it since I was a teenager, so I don't really remember. But that's what we was on back then.
I think the last time I had Mad Dog 2020 was like 2006.
Wow,
Was like
dang, that is
2006.
a long time ago.
Yeah, I can't.
Man,
It's certainly because I won't go near anymore.
I don't even think I was 20. I'm probably, the last time I had it was when I was like 20. Because once I hit 21 and I could actually for real buy liquor, then I started, branching out into other stuff.
Yeah, there are, I think it's 4 liquors that I won't touch anymore. One is Mad Dog 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is Amsterdam.
Oh, you know what?
Terrible.
Amsterdam,
Just terrible.
like, I like Amsterdam, but it always makes me have to pee a lot. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
Yeah.
Something about vodka in general, because I was just telling somebody the other day, like, I like Ciroc, but it makes me have to pee a lot.
See, I'm a dark drinker.
Mm.
I'm a dark drinker. It has to be dark, and
Mm.
most of the time it is Hennessy.
Of course.
Henny. Yeah, I don't. It's just
Of
Henny.
course. Okay.
It's the drink of distinction.
Go ahead and be the stereotype. Okay.
Oh, I know black man drinking Hennessy. It's fucking sick.
Yep.
Okay, next question. This one is slight, but you will be surprised at what my answer would be. What current song do you have on repeat right now?
You know what? If I'm honest, I don't even listen to music like that.
Really?
I'm serious. Like, I don't know. Like, I work all day. I listen to podcasts because I'm alone all day. So then it's like somebody's talking to me because I work from home still. And then when I'm not working, I watch TV or talk to my kids. So when I do listen, it's usually I go on a 90s R&B journey, and it's just whatever Apple Music plays or whatever.
Okay. Now, I saw a video the other day, well, probably last week, of a young lady who not remade, but did a remake of the video of Beyonce's song Countdown.
Oh, okay.
And I have been playing that song continuously for like 8 days straight.
Dang.
I'm talking about in the car by myself. In my headphones is just Countdown.
I would not have expected that.
Listen, low key, I'm a Beyonce's fan. Like low key.
I mean, it's high key now that it's on the internet. I'm just saying, it's out there now.
Everybody's going to know that I'm listening to Countdown. Like, but it's such an amazing song. Like,
yeah,
it just bops.
Yeah,
I don't know. But don't listen. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No judgment.
Don't judge me. All right. Next question. Well, I know how you take your coffee, so I'm not going to ask you that question. Take it with a splash of liqueur.
No, but in the morning I just drink straight black coffee. Like,
I can't drink coffee. I can't get past the smell.
Okay, pause. What time do you work in the morning?
I'm there about 7:30.
No coffee, just
Just
high
just
on life.
just high on life.
And you be chipper because I saw you tweeting about that before.
Yeah.
With no coffee.
No coffee in me. I'm always on go. Like I
Wow.
turned down. I turned down probably around like 10:30 at night. Is when I start to get. So I'm always constantly going.
Wow, that
Always
is
constantly going.
wow,
So
man.
the energy that I'm giving you now, and the energy
Man.
that I give Twitter all day long is that's just my energy.
And that's kind of why I was like, for the Podiversary episode, yes, because your energy is just contagious.
I am with all the shits.
Yes, you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Because that reaction video when I tweeted that when I bought your phone case, I promise you, no exaggeration, I watched that multiple, like I tweeted it to my DMs so it'll be there, and I watched it multiple times, and I showed my kids because it's just so, you were like so serious.
I was pumped. Listen, I had my son. He was here running around with me. Like we just run around. He has no idea why I'm running around acting fool. He just see that dad is turned up.
Yep.
And that's all day. My kids do exactly what I do.
I was just about to ask you that. Do they got your energy too?
Oh yeah, all day long. They don't stop. They
Ooh.
don't stop. They constantly running. So imagine all of us running. It's a party.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's a party. All right, let's see what I got. All right. Do you have any pet peeves?
Oh my gosh. Not like that, but that's easy. One, I don't like when people cut me off. Like if we're talking and like if you ask me, I don't care, like in, you know, sometimes you excited. It just depends on the vibe of the conversation. But like if we're having a serious conversation and you ask me a question and then you don't listen, like, and you just cut me off, and that to me, that tells me that you just really don't care what I have to say. And so that's one. People who chew and smack their food when they eat.
Oh God.
That is like, my God in heaven.
It's the worst.
It literally is the worst.
It's the worst.
I feel like those are the most other stuff I can probably, you know, but yeah, those two things. I just noticed when people cut me off, I get like irritated.
For me, now, I don't. My biggest pet peeve is a liar. It's my biggest pet peeve.
Oh yeah.
Now, see, let me give you a little backstory.
Yeah.
I typically don't find lies and things because I really don't pay attention. To be perfectly honest with you, I really don't care because I'm probably not listening to what you're saying anyway,
sir.
But but if you lie to like, I feel like if I can pick out your lie, you're horrible at it. So if I pick out your lie, you're trash. So if you ever let Joose pick out your lie, oh, you are horrible. You need not talk, not ever. It's ridiculous. And similar to yours, someone who does not listen but always want to have a conversation. That right there will drive me up a wall. I hate having a conversation because the conversation consists of two or more persons. One talking, one listening, vice versa. But it's really hard to have a conversation if only one person is talking.
You know, another one that you just made me, think of is people who don't know how to carry a conversation. Like, I don't like the what you doing people. That's all they say is what you do. Like, I don't even really ask people what you doing. I don't usually ask people how you doing unless I'm just trying to check in. You know what I'm saying? I usually just start with something random that this is just what I want to talk about. I might say hi. Like, I'm so serious. I'm very just like straight to the point. And I also cannot stand this. And this is new because Twitter is quite the place, and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand when people follow you on Twitter or Instagram and you follow them back, because I usually follow pretty much everyone back unless I go to your page and like you ain't tweeted and you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no posts up. You ain't, your page is private. Then what, like stuff like that. I don't, whatever. But then they immediately hop in my DMs. Like, that is. It just irritates me. And like, I don't know, because I was talking about this on Twitter and somebody was like, well, how they supposed to like get your no? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you how to do that because I don't know. But if you hopping in my DMs when I don't know you, my mind is like, who are you? What do you want? Are you a scammer? Because people be on that weird stuff, and it's just like, let things happen naturally. Like,
true that.
Or be straight up with your intentions. I don't do small talk. That's another thing I really struggle with. Like,
yeah. No, that's it, because I was having a conversation with some friends the other day, and we were talking about how women don't get in DMs, and I was telling them the only women that happen to get in my DMs are those like spam bots. Like, do you want to meet up locally? No, no, I don't want to do it. Well, how did you eat? What? It's like Amber 2014. No.
Block, oh my gosh.
I hate all of those things. But see, a lot of women not hopping in our DMs like right after the follow, so we don't really have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But Amber 1342 6799, leave me the hell alone. I don't want to do any local hookups, and I don't want to see a breast, so I'm okay.
Yeah, nah. I'm trying to think. Only time I hop in anyone's DMs is if I want you on the show, or like on Instagram, I'll respond to like people's stories. Yeah. Twitter, nah, not really. Definitely not Twitter, but maybe Instagram if I'm responding to your story. Now texting someone randomly, that's different, because I feel like if we have each other's number, that's a little bit different than because I don't really like being in social media DMs. I don't have notifications for that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I see that when I'm in the app, not you know, it ain't just coming to my phone, especially because I'm in so many like different retweet groups, and it just we not.
Yeah, it's like an overabundance of notifications. So it all get lost in translation.
Yep,
it get mad lost.
Yeah, I don't be caring about that.
All right, let's see what I got here. How do you deal with work stress?
Work stress. I guess it kind of depends, because like for me, I don't interact with people a ton because I do auditing of reports and narratives for social workers. So I spend a lot of time working by myself, looking at a computer screen, working reports. So for me, work stress is if I'm reading a case and I can't figure it out because either they didn't put enough information or the employment calculation is wrong. I do a lot of math in my job. And I remember telling my college professor that I wasn't going to need math to be in the social work field. And clearly I was dead wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, because I do a lot of math. So like if the calculation's not coming up right, or if something isn't entered right, usually what I do is move on to something else and come back to it, because I don't like to stay stuck on something. And then a lot of times if I go away from it and come back, then it's like I'll have a fresh mind and
Right.
whatever. Man, when it comes to people, I don't care about them people like that to be like, it's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really talk to none of y'all outside of work.
Right.
So I don't care about that stuff. But like, I'll get frustrated if I can't figure something out. And then I'll ask my boss, you know, if I just feel like I've been looking at it too long.
Mm-hmm. Well, if for those who don't know, I am a postal employee, so I handle work-related stress a little differently.
Mm.
All right, one way I handle work-related stress is I crack jokes on everyone.
Mm.
That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you were ever to walk into my facility, you would hear my voice talking about any and everybody.
Mm.
Just laughing. I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. I'm all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was one day, and I've been in this field for about 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
There was one day where I forgot who the person was. I think I blacked out a little bit, and they really got under my skin, like really, like, and it takes a lot to get underneath my skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I called my favorite coworker. I said, "Hey," I called and she was on the other side of the building. "Hey, listen, I'm about to go outside to my car. You should meet me there." So she comes over to the car. We go outside, and what do I have in the back seat? Cognac and 2 cups. Hey, we're finna take 2 or 3 shots apiece, and we're gonna go back in here and act like none of this happened. So it's either I'm gonna laugh with you or at you, or I'm gonna go to the parking lot and drink a little bit. But you wanna know what's crazy? We have I have coworkers that like smoke. Smoke. Like, you know, when they feel a little stressed, overwhelmed, they go smoke. Not cigarettes.
Oh, I was already tracking with you.
And when I seen it, I was like, wow.
They bold. Is it legal out there?
It is not. It's not it's decriminalized. It's not legal, but it's decriminalized.
Now, did it just get decriminalized, or it's been like that?
Maybe almost 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost 2 years now. But I mean, they go right outside.
Man, they bold.
You know, this is another thing. It is really hard to get fired from the United States Postal Service.
Oh, really?
You literally have to steal mail. Anything.
Who the hell gonna steal some mail though?
But you would be amazed at who do.
Wow.
People get things shipped to vacant homes and pick them up or do whatever they do with them.
Wow.
But you would be amazed. I would have never thought in a million years that this is the things that go on.
Now,
never.
Do they, besides getting fired, are they going to get jail time too?
I don't know anyone, or I haven't heard of anyone getting jail time.
Because I'm like, I'm not finna be in jail talking about what you in for. Hey, man, I was stealing some mail.
I mean, that is fat time.
I would lie. I'll be like, man, I killed everybody. You heard about, I'll make them. Like, that was me. Like,
you're not telling them that you murdered 26 people, man.
I'm not about to say I stole no mail, though. I know
stole
that's
some mail. You in the feds because you stole some mail.
Crazy.
But it really is a lot. Yeah. I mean, you really just have to steal mail just to get fired. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can not come. You can come. Whatever.
That's
but
crazy.
As long as you don't steal mail, you forever got a job. Let's see. What does your family think about your career?
Wow. So I mean, pretty much, if you're not, unless you're new, then you know I work in the social work field. I've worked in this field about 10 years. I've done everything from working at a women's halfway. Well, it was actually a 3 quarterway house for women who had substance abuse problems and they were on drug court. So I've done everything from that to gang intervention with juvenile probation. I taught 9th to 12th graders job skills for several years. And then currently, so the company I work for, we work with employment first people. So basically, people who get the cash portion of welfare, they can only get up to 60 months of benefits. And so there's mandates in place where they have to participate in employment first. So they have to set self-sufficiency goals, because if you can only get benefits for so long, they're trying to make sure that you get to a place of where you don't need it. And so I started off as a case manager, basically. They call it service coordinators, but then got promoted. And so what I do now is I audit all of the, all the reporting that the caseworkers do and their narratives and whatnot. I go through it, make sure it's correct, or train them, or whatever other reports they have us do. And so I guess my kids would be the best judge of how my family feels, because they're the only ones that I know they've said whatever.
Right.
I guess they like it, or they say things like my mom helps people. I know my son wants to be a social worker because of me, is what he's told his counselors when he was in high school. I know that they really enjoy that I have a college degree, because my daughters are quick to tell people that Black people do get degrees. Okay, you hear me? Because they've had really weird conversations with just, the ignorance that people are just so bold to let come out of their mouths or whatever. And they know what it means to have a degree in psychology, which is what my degree is in. So when my oldest daughter was taking psychology classes in high school, we talked about that. And so I guess my mom, she's proud of me. I know she said that. I know that as I've tried to just do different things within this field, she's always like, you're capable, you can do everything you set your mind to, you're so smart, this, that, and the other. She's proud of me even with podcasting. I remember she introduced me to one of her friends and she was like, yeah, she's an up and coming podcaster. So she was like, so remember that I introduced you to her. And I'm like, okay, mama, I received that. Yes. Up and coming. Yes.
Up and coming. There you go.
But I think ultimately my family sees that I'm very passionate about either helping people or having a creative outlet. And, they kind of just say they're proud of me.
Now, my people are okay with what I do. They don't care, because I got a lot of I have a lot of police in my family and all of that.
So I got a question real quick. What made you get into the postal worker? My dad and my stepmom actually are postal worker. Well, he's retired military. I don't know what maybe she always worked there, but they're postal workers too, down in Fairfax, Georgia, I believe is where they live. I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Money. Money.
Yeah, it is decent money for sure.
But they will break your back. If you let them, they will break your back. Lord Jesus, they work you like some slaves out there. Good God. It was just one old man that I met when I first started. He was old. I swear he was about 70. And I don't know why he was still working. I think he kept working so he had to be home with his wife. But
childish.
He told me when I first started, no rain, nor sleet, no hail, nor snow. that motherfucking mail got to go. and, and they gonna have you in here working your ass off, young player. Mark my words. And I swear to God, every time they work me to death, I think of that man. Mr. Monroe. I remember Mr. Monroe. He said that shit. That motherfucking mail got to go. And they don't care about it. Look, you could be tired, you could be exhausted, you could be about to fall out. As long as you go deliver that bill, and whatever, you fall out there, you'll be okay.
But they have good benefits, though, right?
Yeah. The benefits are amazing. So if I listen, I've gotten hurt tons of times, and I've taken those benefits, and I've sat home for months.
Man, listen, I just redid my you know how you gotta redo your health insurance every year, and they changed some stuff, and I was just like, first of all, I hate signing up for health insurance. It just
Me too.
It's so stressful. I don't understand why they couldn't just let me keep what I chose last year, because it was enough stress trying to choose it last year.
Trying to figure out that.
Yeah, and then I had to go redo everything this year, and then they raised the prices, but we don't have good health insurance, and I don't even use it. Like, I didn't use it not one time this year yet, but I mean, I guess the dental and the vision aren't bad, but like the health insurance part of it, like for medical, man.
Yeah, the medical always gets me. The dental and the vision is easy because most of those plans are pretty basic, and they're good though, so they cover everything that you need. Because what you get, maybe 2 pair of glasses a year, 2 cleanings, and unless you got some real dental work that you really need to get done, all that stuff is in there. So that's good. But it's the medical. I think one year I picked the wrong plan, and I was paying out the ass for co-payments. I was pissed. Like, it's almost like you get hurt, man. I don't even want to go to the doctor, man. They finna charge me a grip.
Right.
I don't do none of that. But like they're okay with my career choice now. Like you said, your mom introduced my mother introduces me. My mother is a warden at one of the jails in Maryland.
Wow.
And she introduces me to a lot of the female COs. I really be thinking she be trying to set me up with them hoochies. And I don't want any parts of that. But she tends to, introduce me. Hey, this is my son. This is such and such. Hey, how you doing? And she told them about the podcast. And I have the link tree link, and if you click on that, you go to whatever, right? So me being the wise guy that I am, and this is when OnlyFans first. Well, I really discovered OnlyFans. Oh
my gosh!
And I was talking trash about how I'm gonna get OnlyFans, I'm gonna get it popping, and all this other stuff because I'm about these coins. One of the ladies that she introduced me to, I clicked on the link tree and seeing that the OnlyFans thing was right there. Now, it's nothing on OnlyFans. I created it just to say that I had one because I had no idea where I was going to take that. But she saw the fact that
first of all, let me just put this out there in the interwebs. I ain't paying nothing for nobody. So I ain't seen nobody's OnlyFans. Let me just tell you that right now. But when you hear about the different things that people talk about that they do on Twitter, and they could be lying though, you could do so many. It's like a Patreon account, but for stuff.
A lot of stuff, and all the Instagram honeys, all the Twitter honeys, all of them have one, right? And listen, I'm not gonna lie, I click on it. First of all, I click on it to see how much it is. Right now, if it's over a certain amount, which I won't disclose, if it's over a certain amount,
because I was definitely about to ask,
I'm not subscribing if it's over a certain amount. All right. If you keep that thing under whatever that amount is, hey, depending on if I got my debit card in the house or not, I might go ahead and see what it's hitting for. But but when she went back and told my mother, hey, your son got an OnlyFans page.
Oh no, she didn't.
So here comes my beloved mother. Hey, Jeremy, because she won't call me by my nickname. Hey, Jeremy, what are you doing on OnlyFans? What, Mom? What are you talking about? No one's on OnlyFans. I'm thinking that she know that I'm subscribing to these OnlyFans and I'm looking.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, someone told me that you have your own.
Wow.
I don't see, they be snitching.
Yeah, you can't mess with none of them.
No, and that's why I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, nah.
My mother has done some things to embarrass me when it is pertaining to women. I remember one story time with Joose. One time, my mother was going to buy a new car, and she called me up and she was like, "Hey, you should come down here and see this." No problem. I'm in the area. I'll come. I get down there. It ain't no goddamn car. She ain't looking at nothing. She's sitting in the dealership. She's with the salesman, but there's also another young lady.
Oh my God.
With them. So I walk in. Hey, Ma, how you doing? I embrace her. Wait, where's the car? Show me the car. I want to see it. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This is so and so. Hold on. Well, you trying to set me? You know what? I'm out. I left. No, you're not doing this. You really tried to set me up?
Now wait a minute. Have you had that many trash relationships that she feels like she needs to intervene? Don't lie.
Okay. At that particular time, okay, I was dealing with my daughter's mom. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had a daughter. I thought you only had a son for some reason.
No, I have a daughter and a son. I was dealing with my daughter's mom, and my mother would always say this: "That girl is full of shit." Moms be knowing. That's all she would ever say. She would never tell me why she was full of shit. None of that. She would just say that girl is full of shit. Ma, go ahead. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It ended up being she was full of shit. But I think at that particular time, that was the relationship that she didn't want me to be a part of. So she called herself setting me up and all of those stuff. But she is something else. She is something else.
Now you got a birthday coming up.
Yes, I do, and I'm acting a fool, baby.
Yeah, how old are you gonna be?
I will be 34 this year.
Oh, I remember 34.
I will be 34 this year, and you know what? I typically don't make a big deal or make a big fuss about it. But I have been working all year long. I ain't had no time off.
No, you ain't.
I'm showing my ass.
Now, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Pandemic.
I have no idea. If I don't do nothing, and because I'm a very simple man, so if I don't do nothing but sit on Twitter all day and drink and send voice tweets.
Yeah, man, I saw I was scrolling Twitter earlier today. I'm like, everybody is getting voice tweets but me. Like
it took me mad long to get it though.
And they really trying to hate on me, cause I'm trying to tell you, they must know that I'm gonna be clowning. They must know.
The voice tweets is, I'm listening. Before I got mine, I didn't listen to nobody because I was eating. I want to hear y'all talk. Just use your fingers. Right. But now that I got mine, and I really haven't used it a lot, but I'm telling, don't worry, because I listen. I don't get in front of cameras often. Number one, and when I talk on the mic or do the podcast, is no one sees me but the people who are there or whatever. So
right.
But don't you worry. With these voice tweets, I'm about to get my shit off. Don't you worry. I'm talking big. I'm doing whatever.
Not trying to let me be great out here, and I'm just like, bruh,
it's amazing.
I don't care. Okay, like don't care.
It is because like the people that you may tweet and talk to all day or interact with all day, you actually get to hear their voice.
I know.
And that is it's I don't know, it's like sliced bread. I don't know why I'm so hooked on it. Like I
I
have no
feel
idea.
like it's dope, especially right now in a pandemic when you can't I mean, I am on Twitter not all day because I do, work and whatnot, job in
Right.
case y'all listening. I don't be on the internet all day. But I am on Twitter every day, like
Mm.
every day throughout the day. And if I'm honest, Twitter is my favorite app, like for sure, of
Oh
all
yeah.
the apps. Nothing can compare to its greatness. I don't really even like Facebook anymore because maybe I'll like it when the election, when all that dies down, but
Mm.
I don't like it because on Twitter, if people are ignorant or whatever, I don't know them, so I don't care. We just gonna scroll.
Facts.
We just gonna scroll on and act like I ain't even see that. You know what I'm saying? But on Facebook, it's harder because these are people that I actually know. Like this is my family. This is my
Yeah.
friends. This is people I work with or go to church with or whatever. And so I just see everybody arguing, and I'm just like, how is any of that helpful for what's going on?
It's none of
I
it is.
don't care about none of that. But Twitter, I be on Twitter all day, and I listen to everybody's voice tweets because if you're not a podcaster, I don't know what your voice sounds like.
Right. Right.
Or if you're not because I don't listen to every podcaster that I follow on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's kind of cool, but they don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
They don't let you shine.
They really don't, and I'm just like, bruh, like, what is y'all doing? Like,
I
I
told you
got
it took
an iPhone too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all treat me like I got an Android out here.
it took so long. It took so long to get it. I forgot that it was a thing. But one day I go to compose a tweet. I'm like, hold on, what's this? I get to talking. Shut the fuck up. We talking. Oh yeah,
Man.
I'm finna talk every tweet. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna say something for 15 seconds.
Man, I know it's 15 seconds.
No, I mean, no, I don't know how long it can actually go, but
Oh.
that's probably all I'm gonna give it. A quick little breeze through.
Man, listen, my little petty tweets that I be putting out there. Oh man, I ain't typing that. I'm
Talk that.
gonna say that. You gonna give me my, I don't want to say stream, but you gonna give me something if
You
you
gonna
gonna
get
hear.
that? Don't
Yeah,
you worry,
you
you
gonna
gonna get
give
that.
me something if you gonna hear me say that.
You gonna get that. I don't get pumped about too many things, but I'm pumped. I'm pumped about this.
Man,
I'm pumped because it's for me personally. It's almost like hopping in front of a mic and
Yep,
recording a show or something like
yep.
that. So, oh yeah, absolutely.
I feel like it's a better way for people to like I feel like you could get to know people better when you hear
Mm-hmm.
tone of voice, all kind of like with podcasting. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I not know because this is literally our first conversation ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I know you because you drop every day. So you know what I'm saying? And when you listen to people like I don't listen every day, but you regularly in my
Yeah.
rotation, you know what I'm saying? So then it's kind of like you get to know people's personalities way better than reading tweets. You know what I'm saying? So
Because listen, if you read my tweets, a lot of things can get misconstrued. Okay, you may misconstrue my tone. You may misconstrue my attitude.
Oh yeah.
But the message is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
I tweeted something earlier. I have no idea. I don't even know why I tweeted it. I just typed it and let it fly. I don't know. And it got a lot of traction. I don't know. I'm just a wild boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm a wild boy.
I've noticed
since 2009. So 2009 is when I created my Twitter. And I have been wilding since then.
See, I created mine in 2009, but I wasn't really feeling Twitter at first before. I just felt like it moved way too fast where if I'm not on it constantly, you can't keep up with what's going on. So back then, I would just hop on every now. I didn't even have that many followers before I got into podcasting. But then with podcasting, I'm like, okay, the people I know is not finna share my stuff like that on Facebook. I need a broader group of people to try to whatever. So I'm like, all right, Twitter is everyone. Like you literally, I mean, interact with people all over the world. That's what I love about it because it showed me like just how big the world is, just how I don't know, there's so many different people out there. And yeah, it's foolishness, but I don't know them, so I don't care. Like I just scroll on like I ain't even laugh, maybe retweet it, like retweet it if it's funny. If it's dumb, you're not finna get my retweet because that's what you wanted. But if it's funny, I'm gonna retweet it and share the laughter and move on. But I don't know. So now I'm on Twitter. Now I love it. I'm like, man, I should have been on here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Black Twitter in a crisis, man. And we done had a lot this year.
Yes, we had. Black Twitter in a crisis is the biggest comedy show.
It really
ever.
I literally just, oh my gosh. I just saw a video of Biden. Oh my gosh. And it was the WAP song.
Yo, Biden was on the floor getting it in.
Yes,
I saw that.
I'm just like, what? How, like, just the creativity that people have is just it's beautiful, man. I guess we should probably get into the topic. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of goes along with what we talking about, pandemic pimping and whatnot. So my first question for you. So case y'all didn't peep it, he is an essential worker. He been out here essentially working all through this pandemic and whatnot, making sure y'all get y'all money, y'all bills that you probably don't want. All that good stuff. So what has that been like in the middle of a pandemic?
Okay. In the beginning, I'm not gonna lie to you, in the beginning, I did not take this shit seriously. I did not. I can't even lie about that. When they were first talking about the mask thing, I didn't wear a mask in the beginning of this. Because work, it was just, it just continued. It was just, a regular day for us. It didn't mean anything.
Right.
So things started to get serious where the numbers started going up. Restaurants and other businesses started to close. And you would like, and at the beginning of every day inside of the post office, they had this thing called a Plan 5. It's like just a meeting about what's going on in the service, the building, the district, or whatever. And they were constantly telling us about how this zip code or this area has this amount of cases. And it was like, God damn. Like it will start off in the furthest place. Like, let's say it'll start off in Arizona somewhere. And then it'll work its way on down to Chicago. Then it'll come down to
all over the country. They were telling
they were telling us. So then it came Maryland. We heard about a couple cases in Maryland. So then it started to raise a few eyebrows. We started taking it a little bit more seriously. Things are closing. That's all that's being played on the news. So we're forced to deal with it. We're in it. Then the neighboring zip code to where I work at had like 8 cases of it inside of the office.
Oh, wait, in the post office?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's when shit got really real for a lot of us, right? Okay, so we like, you know what? It's still not inside of our office. So, everyone is keeping their distance. Everyone was claiming they're doing what they're doing outside of work, whatever. Then
lying though. They be lying.
Niggas was lying. So then it hit our post office. I'm talking about in a 8-day period, we had 7 confirmed.
Wow.
Right? So the first confirmed one was it was a supervisor and our postmaster general. So they were gone. And then the actual employee who contracted it. When I tell you, because you gotta be gone for 14 days before you come back, those 2 weeks were the worst 2 weeks of our lives.
I bet.
I mean, we had, because when our immediate supervisor or postmaster is gone, district managers come down and do whatever district managers do. They come in, they mess shit up, and then they leave. So they came in. I mean, we were so overburdened with work. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, let's say a particular office has 10 mail routes that it has to deliver. If one of those mail routes doesn't have a person on it, the work gets divvied up in between everyone else that's there. At any given moment in that 2 weeks, we would have 6 routes open. So we work in,
Wow.
I think the longest day we worked was 15 hours.
Whoa.
15 hours. Matter of fact, I remember that it was 15 hours. And when I think I was the last one to get back to the office that night, it was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And my coworkers were not sitting there, was in the parking lot, in the dark, just standing there talking. So I park my truck, I drop my stuff off, I come outside. And you can see the look of defeat on their faces, right? So we got to deal with the pandemic. That's tough because we don't know where it's coming from, who got it, who don't got it, whatever. Then you got to deal with management talking to you all reckless and crazy. And if anybody know anything about me, you talk to me crazy, I'm not coming. That's all it is. It's plain and simple. I'm not finna have a battle of the words with you. I just won't be there tomorrow.
It's so funny because I told you my son's birthday is the day before yours. That's why I remember your birthday. And it's like you've always reminded me of somebody in our interactions of Twitter, but even just hearing you talk about work, that is how my son is when it comes to his managers and people talking to him crazy and all that stuff. I guess yeah.
You're not. I don't tolerate that, and I tend to have the ability to coerce people to do things. So it's 10 of us. 10. It's 10 of us. We standing outside this parking lot. We're all venting about how the day was, how the past week or so has been. And I said, you know what? We're not coming tomorrow. You know what? We just won't be here. Fuck it. We won't do it. So we stood in that parking lot, and I came up with a plan, because we have, when we want to call out of where, we have a hotline that we call. So I said, everybody call out at 3 a.m. Set your alarm. Wake up, call out, go back to sleep. Don't you worry about a thing.
You big postmaster Civil War.
Here I am. Listen, I was the Malcolm X of that shit that day.
Oh my gosh.
Malcolm X. Because prior to that, we had conversations with management. Hey, listen, we know our job. We're going to do our job. Because 90% of us love our money. So we're going to do this job. Just watch how you talk to us.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Especially when y'all are overworked. Like, what?
Overworked. So look, here we go. There were days where I did 2 routes a day. Each route is evaluated at like 8.5 hours.
Whoa.
So we doing 17 hours a day.
Whoa.
And then you gonna talk to me crazy? Cool, bet. Say less. So again, we tried to have this talk with them. They didn't want to hear it. The one day we called out, everybody. Man, I think it may have been 11 of us just called out. We got back the next day, now they want to have a conversation with us.
Oh, I bet.
Now they want to have and again, because I'm so vocal,
Mm-hmm.
I speak my mind. I say what I want to who I want, and I say it how I want. I curse.
Mm-hmm.
My tone tends to be a little aggressive at times, but I get my point across.
Mm-hmm.
So they all took us in the back. They want to have a conversation. I hear that you guys are displeased. So I said, well, what gives you that idea?
Right.
What led you to believe that we're displeased? Well, none of you guys came in and you guys called out and blah blah blah. So I let everybody get their shit off because the people were really mad. So they start venting and they start, it started to become just one big noise because everybody was saying the same thing and they were just saying it at the same time. Basically, they were saying that they were mad, they were angry, they were tired. That was it. They was tired. So everybody stopped talking. I told them how we all felt. We ended that meeting. We went back inside. I got called to the office. Me by myself. I don't do that. I need me somebody in here because I don't trust you niggas.
Accountability.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I don't trust y'all. So I called somebody in there. We got to talking. And then this was the district manager too. I remember him, and I still can't stand his ass to this day. He said, "Well, you were the most vocal. So what can we do to better serve you guys?" And I said, "Just shut the fuck up. That's it. We don't need you to talk. Most of us have been doing this for 10 or better. We know our job. We don't need you to mess it up." And ever since then, that man can't stand I was the talk of the town for a month. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
I know you
loved
did.
It. I loved it. Every time he saw my face, he would not look at me in my eyes. Would not.
I mean, but you think about it, it's kind of like there's the fear of are you gonna get it? Because I remember when both my dad and stepmom, as I said, they're post office carrier or mail carriers, and they both got it. And man, I was scared because I mean they're in their 60s or whatever, and so I'm just like texting him. I don't be checking on him like that every little time he's sick. You know what I'm saying? But I was, hey, are you good? How you feeling? Da, da, da. They both recovered, but you just don't know how that's going to go. And it's like, I've worked every day in the pandemic, but as I said, I'm working from home. So I don't have to worry about if I'm going to get it, if I'm not doing nothing that I'm not supposed to be doing, or, out here just being reckless or whatever. But y'all really didn't get that choice. So you have that where there's the fear, and then there's the collective fear of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So if someone's an empath, it makes it hard to just navigate. And then y'all are overworked. So y'all working these long days because people is sick. And then you got the audacity. Like, y'all should have been grateful that whoever was there. No, they not grateful. They talk, man.
Yeah. I mean, those days, they were like I said, prior to this, it was 9 years before this. And my body never hurt the way that it hurt in the 10th year. I walk 6 miles a day. My feet has never hurt until this year.
Yeah.
This year. So I told them, like, you guys come in here and create a new pandemic. Oh my God, y'all. You guys are creating a pandemic on top of a pandemic.
Yeah.
And anyone who knows me, they know I don't prefer to fraternize with management. I don't care. You have your position, you have your job, you do what you need to do. I'll do mine on my level because I know my job, you know yours. So if you do yours, I do mine. Everything works how it's supposed to work. You made me talk to you? Oh God. It's horrible now. You made me have to say something to you. I don't like that. And then I still got to go ahead and do my job for another 9 hours. God bless their hearts.
Everybody survived the coronavirus though, right? Like nobody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like I know a couple people that I met. One of them, knew more so of him. But this well-known son and mom, they were well known like in the community, and especially like in the Black church community. They both died of COVID, and it's crazy because his last status was him saying, like, she died first, so he was planning the funeral, doing all that good stuff, and his last status was saying, man, I slept great last night. It's like I think my mom came and visited me in my sleep or something like that. And then he died like the next day. And so you see that, you see other people that I know that have lost people. And so it's just mind-boggling to me where y'all don't get that break. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's mind-boggling to me where like people not taking it seriously, like crying about a mask and just, oh my gosh, all these things that I'm just like, I don't even care if you think it's political. I still go back to that because I see a lot of that on Facebook where people are trying to say this and trying to say that. I don't care. Can you just do what you got to do? We are not a free country. Like, let's not pretend like we really, really free out here, because
no, we not.
Didn't nobody ask me, and I've said this before, didn't nobody ask me if I wanted to pay taxes, because I definitely would want all my money.
Yes,
my entire, all that. God, they take out between benefits and taxes and Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, all that stuff. A good $300-$400 comes out of, man, you know what I could do with extra $300-$400 every paycheck? Like, man, so let's not pretend like we really free out here. And I know people that have lost loved ones. I just talking about, oh, when the election's over, we ain't gonna hear about it. Oh, we still hearing about the corona virus. It's getting real. You know what I'm saying? So
it's going to be real for quite some time.
Yep, because people don't know how to do what they're supposed to do. Like,
I feel like, especially in Maryland, I feel like they opened Maryland up entirely too soon.
They opened everywhere up. We never had a mandatory shutdown or none of that. We never had. I'm in Nebraska. We never had that. So our numbers, like in the schools and all that, the numbers are rising, and it's just like, but y'all still don't want to do what you're supposed to do. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't know how more serious it could be. I mean, the number, at least the number that they're telling us about the people who are dying, it's insane. I mean, these numbers are astronomical. Like, how do you even fathom these numbers? How do you even think about this? Now, and then I also think, like, if you so happen to pass away during this time, I'm pretty sure they probably contribute that to COVID. Yeah. Despite what it is, but even still. But
even still, even deaths aside, let's pretend nobody has actually died of COVID and people have just gotten sick. The people that have lost their businesses, the people that have lost their jobs, the people that have lost their homes, the people that, like, and we got that one, and it's just so crazy because, like, people got stimulus check. Like, I was never unemployed. I got mine, but then there's people that were unemployed that didn't get it, and the unemployment was only for so long, and just all these things. And it's just kind of like, and yet we're still struggling, and y'all still don't want to do right. Like, I don't.
I mean, listen, how the election is ending is very telling. Donald Trump he is going to he's almost like a stubborn stepchild who won't get his way, and regardless if they tell him he loses or not, he just not gonna leave. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay. I'm going to sit here, and then you got to. No. It's very telling of how this year has gone. This year by itself, forget the other 3 years that he's been president. This year alone is enough for those 3 years past.
Because here's the thing, and it's funny because me and my daughter, my oldest daughter, this was her first year voting, which y'all, as we're recording, we still don't know who president is yet. Just to FYI, by the time this airs, man, I hope we know.
I hope we know.
Because if we don't know a week from now, God,
we are screwed.
Yeah, but so it's my oldest daughter's first year voting. She's just turned 18 this year, and we had a lot of conversations about different things, and I told her, I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna front. The economy was a little bit better prior to the pandemic. Like, I'm not even gonna front, like, whatever tax stuff or whatever he did, it was a little better. But here's the thing, that's only one part of running a country.
Right.
The other part of it is, oh my gosh, first of all, the way you conduct yourself and talk to people. I forgot what it's like to have, like, people want to say, oh, we're tired of politicians, this, that. Listen, I want a politician to do a political job. That's how I feel about it. Because when you have people that are not qualified to, yeah, he made the economy a little bit better. Okay, but then look what happened in the pandemic. Look at how you handled this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at how they heard about it way before we heard about it.
Yeah.
And then you want to, well, I don't want people to, Nick, what?
Yeah. As the chief and commander, I mean, you inform us of something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I look like, man. And then, it's so funny because there were so many, this is why I had to stay off Facebook, because people, vote policy, not personality. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Here, let's go here for a second. And this is to the Christians out there who may hear this, who felt that, I'm sorry, but if you were going to a church, right, and the pastor was saying, oh, read the Bible, saying all the things that the Bible says, you know what I'm saying? However, was talking to people crazy, was not treating people lovingly, was not this, that, and the other, would you still go to that? But he's preaching the Bible. Listen to the policy. No, all that goes together.
Yeah.
You got other countries tweeting, talking about, I saw a tweet talking about, if you need a Canada support person, America, we are here for you. Like, we're supposed to be this great country, and you got us out here looking stupid.
We're a joke to a lot of the countries that out here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we better be glad they're not trying to take advantage of our weakness right now, basically, and like attack. This
would be the opportune time.
It really
anyone to do anything to us.
Literally, and so
we're here, yo. This election, first of all, it's starting from the first debate, where these two old white men just fought each other with fucking wet paper gloves on.
Gosh.
It was amazing, like, we saw it, like we saw it. It was in front of our face. We couldn't get away from that. The second one was slightly better. You got the vice president and you know it was politics.
I'm just not feeling though with the second one. I'm not feeling how, like, and this is a thing that I guess maybe I'm gonna take a little bit more sensitivity to this as a black woman, which y'all could say, oh, she's not black or whatever, but to non-people of color, she's black. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I just struggle with the view that so many people have of black women, where I watched now the first debate. I couldn't watch it until the end. But what I did say, I was like, okay, I'm cool on all this. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? I watched her entire debate, and then I watched the third debate. And what I saw in the second debate was somebody who was confident in what she's done. She was reading her resume of the things she's done. She was assertive in her, hey, I'm speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, had he done that, like when he was like, no, I'm going to take more time in this, that, and the other, nobody had a problem with that.
Nobody.
But when she does it, because how dare you? And hey, if you don't know what it's like to be a black woman, so I don't even want to whatever, because I've dealt, not you, I'm talking about, because whoever listens, because I've dealt with a lot of stuff in my life when it comes to that, especially because I have such a strong personality. I'm very, like, I talk about what I know or I don't talk about it. Like, if I'm not knowledgeable, so like what I talk about, like on my show, the stuff I talk about, it's either, like I said, I have a degree in psychology, or a lot of it I learned from life experience. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to, you know, save y'all from going through the same stuff that I went through or whatever. But I talk about what I know confidently because I know it. Otherwise, I don't know about that. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to just make some stuff up. That's what I saw in that. And that's what my daughter saw. But then it's, oh, she was condescending and she was this, that, and the other. But I bet you, not I bet you, but then when it comes to Donald Trump, it's, I mean, sure, he's prideful and sure he's this, but aren't we all? Y'all got all the excuses in the world. And it's like, bruh, personality is part of being the president.
I am a firm believer, and I know, and I'm not going to say the word, but I feel like Donald Trump is the R word. He has to be missing a chromosome somewhere because this isn't normal behavior. I mean, he just blurts out anything. He's the R word. He is the spokesperson, in my opinion, for the R word. Something is wrong with this man. I mean, and again, he's not a politician. So I don't believe that he's going to do political things. He's going to do things from a business aspect. Which, and listen, when his tax returns came out and it showed that he only paid $750, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was mad that I couldn't only pay $750.
Right. I need his account.
Right. I need his account, and that's what I need. So I'm not mad at that. I don't hold that to, you know, that don't take away any presidential points from him for that, but all the other things, him being okay with the good old boys and, you know, shooting up the white boys, shooting up black churches, and the Trump rally is doing whatever the fuck they do out in these streets. It's just, I don't know. I think 2020 has been an extremely stressful year. It has brought so many things to surface that I was unable to comprehend mentally.
Oh, let me pause you right there because I just watched a video today, and that's what this dude was saying. He was saying that, long story short, he said it way better, but I don't remember everything he said. So, long story short, what he said was that ultimately Donald Trump is the manifestation of everything that's been going on. He's like, I don't fault him for this, that, and the other because it's not his fault. You know what I mean? But what's interesting to me is that all these black celebrities, because you didn't hear nothing about Donald Trump being racist until he became president. All them used to rock with him. All them used to be all everywhere. It's pictures. It's receipts. Y'all can't lie about this. Now it's just, when I look at all of this, and a lot of times I'm like, are we all, like, I feel like I'm crazy sometimes, and I have this conversation with myself a lot because I'm like, how can we all look at what's going on and have way different, like extremely different views about human rights and you know what I'm saying? Like excuse me. And I'm a Christian, and I it's funny because I don't even usually like to say I'm a Christian. I usually like to say I'm a believer because yes, I believe Jesus died for my sins, but I don't like the stigma that comes with that label because whatever, but I'm a believer. I like that word better. It's the same thing, but it just makes me feel better. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. When it comes to human rights, I just struggle with like, why shouldn't people get basic human rights? Like
they don't view us as that, unfortunately.
And I'm not even talking about just black people. I'm talking about, I mean, even, you know, gay marriages and stuff like that. It's kind of like me and my daughter have had conversations about this because I'm like, okay, let's go there. The Bible says this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying, about stuff. But I do not think that there should be laws in place in the government. I struggle with that because it's like my relationship with God, and I talked about this on here, but I'm becoming more frustrated by it because I don't understand. But my relationship with God and what I do and how I choose to live my life is not because of the 10 Commandments or whatever. Really, it's because I understand that why he says certain things should be a certain way is because he realizes the harm that can come from certain things. Now, I'm not talking about gay marriage or any of that. Let me just be very clear about that. I'm speaking about stuff in my own life, like, you know, addiction and just different things and being sexually promiscuous and stuff that like have been a part of my life. You can't be one with everybody. You can't be out here creating all these soul ties with people and this, that, and the other. But should I do that? That is my choice, and it's my choice to not do it. You know what I'm saying? There's not a law in place that says, oh, if you have sex outside of marriage, you're going to go to jail.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? This is where I struggle. And I'm looking at all of this and I'm like, what is important right now? Is it important for people to feel loved and valued and safe? And like, what is important right now? Because I don't know. Let me get off my little soapbox.
No, trust me. I'm telling you, listen, a lot of those same thoughts go through my head too. And I never land on anything. I never land. And it's a constant internal questioning that I do for myself. Is just one, how did we get here? Two, why are we still here? And three, when are we going to leave here?
Yeah. Like, are we going to leave here? Like, is 2021, is it going to be any different? Because I didn't think that in November of 2020, this would still be a thing.
Hell no. I would not have thought any of this would be a thing.
When they sent us to work home and I was one of the last to go home because I was like, nah, man, like I need work and home to be separate. Mug. Like when I go home, I want to do home stuff. When I'm at work, I want to do, and never the two shall meet. Bruh, my work computer, like I'm in my room right now. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, so whether I'm on my work computer or whether I'm looking at my, you know, stuff with podcasting and that setup or whatever, everything is in my room at all times. And so I was talking to somebody about how I've just been like hella drained lately. And it's like, they said, because you just always like, there's no separation for my brain to know that, okay, you're at home now, so relax.
Yeah.
Or even you're in your room now. It's like now it'd be fine to have my podcast stuff in my room because this is something that brings me joy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy this.
Right.
But to have my work stuff in my room too is just like, bruh. And
Yeah.
so it makes it where I'm in my room a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
Trust me, I understand. This year has been this year has been a year for the ages.
But what would you say has been like? I mean, we literally just went in on about a whole bunch of negative stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very much a person that I always try to look at the bright spot, the bright side, whatever, because it's like we can't change any of this. We could
Right.
do our part, even when you think about like treating people kindly or wear a mask or just whatever we got to do to think about other people. We can only do our part. We can't change nothing else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But what has been a blessing or a good thing that you could say came from the pandemic? Or just 2020 in general?
I've become a better father this year. I've definitely become a better father this year. I've been
How old are
more.
your kids?
You won't laugh at this. My daughter is 15.
For real?
Dead ass serious.
I really just thought you had little kids.
And my son is 3.
Okay.
And me and my daughter, we always talk. She's a social butterfly. If I'm not doing something, she checks me. So I appreciate that. Now my 3-year-old is a piece of work. Right? So being able to, and it was not just with my kids, my nieces, my nephews, and all of that, just making sure that everyone has that, that family thing. Make sure that everyone knows that, we all here and all of that. Because prior to the pandemic, we all had our own separate lives. Everyone is running around doing their own thing. We're here, we're there. But I just want to make sure that was it became one of my main focuses, is to make sure that all of the kids in my life and my family were able to come together and just make sure that despite what goes on in this crazy world, that y'all still got you got your brother, you got your sister, you got your cousin, you got all that. So if I'm off one day, and these kids are crazy, I would have all the kids with me. God,
Okay.
these kids are crazy. And then the next adult to take them or whatever. That became one of the most important things to me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
For me, you would think I would have an answer because I
Presented the
created.
question.
Right. I gotta think. Because it's always ever changing. You know what I'm saying? I guess I would say just in general, I've been hella reflective this year because I've spent a lot of time alone. And the rest of the world aside, I would say internally, I'm the most at peace that I've ever been. And as a result of that, that means I can be a better mom, be a better employee, hell, be a better podcaster, be a better writer, because I started my blog recently. Because I've had so much time to reflect on like what actually do I need to be happy, and not so much just to be happy, but just like what's healthy for me when it comes to friendships, when it comes to just my own self-care. It's really been the year of, I guess we'll say, self-care is the best word, and letting go of my own toxic habits that I would do, you know what I'm saying, to kind of self-sabotage, or letting go of toxic friendships that just really weren't mutually beneficial. And when I say let go, I don't necessarily mean that I cut anybody off as far as, oh, nigga, I ain't talking to you no more, we beefing or whatever. But more so, wherever I had you in my heart, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I had to put you in a different spot because you really weren't fit to be in that spot. And then by removing people, man, I have met some of the dope. I mean, you one of them, some of the dopest podcasters. You know what I'm saying? Just and like friendships that I've built that like we talk like I always talk about my podcast Happy Hour Sisters. So let me go ahead and give them a shout out. You
Shouts
know
out to them.
Autumn, Audrey, J Boog, and Chris. You know what I'm saying? We literally have a group chat. What y'all see on the podcast Happy Hour episodes is literally that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like we be acting a fool in the group chat. We be having Zooms or whatever, just us that are not recorded.
Right.
And at a time when it's a pandemic and you don't know if you should go around people at all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank God we have the internet, you know what I'm saying? Thank God we have stuff like that because I've been able to still feel connected with people. I mean, I be on Twitter every day and you know what I'm saying? Talking to everybody every day. And I didn't realize I had that need to be that social until I started paying attention like to myself and what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm, because I mean, like I said, I've always been on Twitter and all that, but yeah, my social skills have definitely blossomed.
Oh yeah.
Definitely blossomed.
Yep.
This year. Definitely, and I've been discovering new people and all this shit. It's crazy. Like Mike.
Which
Mike?
OTR? Oh yeah.
Listen, my man is the nicest, kindest, most supportive.
Oh yeah.
And he right here in my city.
I was about to say, now are y'all in the same city?
We in the same city.
It's a lot of y'all podcasters in Maryland, I noticed.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of us here. It's a lot of us here. It's a lot of us here. A whole lot of us here.
Yeah, it is.
But the pandemic, brought that out.
Yeah.
So, if we had to pick something pleasant about it or, joyous about it, that'll definitely be one of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what has dating looked like? I ain't had none, so that's my answer. I could say that off tops, you know what I'm saying? But your show is a little bit more informative on such things in the pandemic. You probably thought we was going to end on a good note. Nah, I had this on my list of questions. I just wanted to, shake it up, break up the negativity with the blessings. What has dating looked like for you in the pandemic?
For me, dating is trash. It's non-existent. But what I will say is this: I'm believing the goddamn. What I'm trying to say?
It sounds like you trying to lie because you taking a long time to come up with an answer.
I'm trying to use it right. For me, it's been garbage. But for my counterparts,
oh okay,
they giving it up. They have had enough of being in the house. They have had enough of not doing anything.
Okay,
and they are coming out and they are throwing that ass. That is a fact.
Okay,
that is a facto.
I've done none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me not confuse y'all about where I'm going with this. But it's funny because what the pandemic has made me realize is, although I hate small talk, there is some beauty in small talk and just kind of letting stuff be and flirt a little, or you know what I'm saying? I struggle with I wouldn't even say flirting because I don't flirt. Hey, if I ever told you you was handsome on Twitter, if you happen to be listening, hey, I really meant that. If I ever told if I ever told you got a nice smile or complimented you, I can't be fake about that stuff.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't flirt. I just speak facts. And if the facts feel good to you, hey, it is what it is.
If the facts feel good to you, oh my goodness, I'm gonna use that.
Y'all could go ahead and take that. That's free.
If the facts feel good to you,
I can't. I don't. But I will say that I would not go to online dating. Back to that, I tried it because I thought like, okay, we in a pandemic. I feel like I'm at the place, which I do feel like I'm at the place. I go back and forth about it, but I've had to be honest with myself, and it's like, okay, it's not that you really don't want to date. It's that I don't want to waste my time with games.
Yeah.
And so I tried to be intentional. And I tried to go on the dating apps, and like, I just am at a loss for words with just niggas is weird. Like, they weird out here. It was so much stuff that's like, why is this even a thing? Like, why are you inviting me to be a third in your relationship? What on my profile said entanglement? You know what I'm saying? Technically that's not even an entanglement, but I like that word. Or I don't know, it's weird. And so I decided it'd be better for me to just be more friendly on Twitter and build you know what I'm saying? Let things happen more organically, because I also struggle with forced interactions or whatever. But that still does not mean just hop in my DMs immediately, because that's the forced part that's just weird. Like, but I'll be friendly, but it's just people don't know how to hold conversations when they try to force stuff. And that's why I don't like it, because it's like, oh, how you doing? How's your day? It's great. And that's all. Like,
and that be it.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna offer up all this information. You're gonna have to actually excuse me, put some effort forth.
Yeah. But effort is effort. You know, that's the you can talk, you can have a whole episode off effort, but effort is effort and awareness. You can do an episode called Effort and Awareness, and that'll take you until forever, for real.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Well, this has been, I feel like I got out everything.
This has been great.
It really has. Really good conversation. So why don't you tell them where they can find you? I'll have all your stuff in the episode notes, but still, go on and tell them all your little spots that you be at on the interwebs.
Well, you first and foremost, you can find me on the Twitter at I'm chillin'. That's IMCHIILIN. That's the personal. Now you can follow me on the podcast Twitter. That's IMCHIILINPOD. I'm on Instagram at Chillin' with Joose Pod. And I'm streaming on almost every streaming platform: Apple, Google, Stitcher, Overcast, Amazon. All, and Anchor, of course. I can't forget Anchor. My host.
All that's on your link tree, right?
Yeah, all of that's on my link tree.
All that. How often do you drop? Oh, tell them what your show's about.
Oh, okay. Well, see, the show is about my journey through life and my growth. I typically have the unpopular opinion. I say things that people are afraid to say because they don't want to be judged, but I don't care about any of that. I say all of that. I literally say all of that. I don't care. And you know what I am good at is bringing out the bad side of people that I happen to do episodes with. I can bring out a lot of toxicness in a lot of people, and you know,
you're proud of that. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm extremely proud that I can bring out and show what growth needs to happen within inside of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yes, I am
All right.
proud of that for
All
certain,
right.
for real, for real. But
And
yeah, follow me. Listen, I interact. I say anything to anyone.
it really does.
Yeah,
It really
come holler at
does.
me, man. I'm out here.
It really does. All right, y'all. So, how often do you drop?
Well,
What is
okay.
your normal drop day besides all the other days you be dropping?
My formal drop day is Friday,
Oh, okay.
so I drop the official episode drops every Friday. Now you may get episode Monday through Thursday. You may, and there's a chance you will. But
Big.
the anticipated day is Fridays. Every Friday at 1 a.m. something's gonna come out.
And it's funny because every Thursday at 4 a.m. I drop, but I've gotten into more bonus episodes, kind of just like if I got something I want to say or just whatever. And man, those of y'all who really, 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 really for real rock, man, it's people out here. This is why I love my listeners. When I say I love y'all, I mean it. Nothing brings me more joy than to know I dropped an episode on a not like on a different day, on a Tuesday or whatever, and y'all listen before I promote it. Like y'all really, really rock with me, and it really makes me happy because nobody creates content without the desire to want somebody to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
So I thank y'all, like for real, because I've been kind of paying attention to that. Like, oh wow, I didn't even. Okay, y'all really rock me for real. For real. Yeah.
You see that banner drop down on your phone? You
Yeah.
hit that. Yeah, you hit that for sure.
All right, y'all. So this Saturday, this Saturday when this airs, so that Saturday, I think it's the 14th. Yep.
Yes,
We're
14th.
The next podcast happy hour. It's going to be live on Audrey's platform. So when this drops, you should have already seen me talking about that on social media, but I actually put their social media stuff or links to their stuff so you can follow them, so you can keep up with them. But it's going to be live, so y'all should definitely be in that thing. I'm pretty sure it airs at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't quote me on that, but it's on my social media for real, for real. That's the real information. Don't quote me on that, what I'm saying right now off memory. But yeah, make sure y'all check that out. It's gonna be fun. So y'all definitely come drink or whatever it is you do. Participate. Don't be lurking and not commenting. Like, we want to interact with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do that. Let's see what else. Weekly podcast shout out. This week will be Family Plot Podcast. They are a father-daughter podcast team, and they kind of talk about like strange history or weird true crime or paranormal stuff. So their link tree will be in the episode notes. Get y'all some merch.
Buy it, get it.
He might have been the first person that got some merch. Don't quote me on that, but we just gonna say that because we just gonna say that. So he said
get that merch.
And get his stuff too. Like I said, this phone case. I mean, I got phone cases too, but come on, boom. Yes. So get that. He got shirts. He got all that. It ain't
everything.
Support a podcaster in November. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful, especially him. Now, I have not missed a week. Y'all know that, my regular listeners. In the middle of a pandemic, not only have I brought you content every week, I done threw some bonus episodes in there. I done did some live shows. I done added a vlog. Like, I'm really out here trying to just let y'all get to know how I think and how I get down or whatever. So support a podcaster, you know what I'm saying? Support him, you know what I'm saying? Do I got everything? Oh yeah. And make sure you take care of your mental health and your spiritual health.
Please do.
Man, for real. Protect your peace, y'all. Like, it's crazy times. Do not engage in arguments that ain't like. Nope. Is y'all gang members? Like, y'all really arguing over some politics? Y'all Bloods and Crips? Like, what is really good right now? Like, just protect your peace, protect your mental health, your emotions, work out. You know what I'm saying? I had to get me a, you know what I'm saying, accountability person to be on me because I was slipping. If you need to do that, humble yourself and ask for help. I'm not gonna say you should ask me because find somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. Find somebody because I'm just not gonna put that kind of pressure on myself.
Understood.
So find somebody though. It's somebody out there for you that will, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Mm-hmm. Do I get everything? Yeah. All right, cool. So thank y'all so much for listening, laughing, and all that good stuff with us. It's my Podiversary, y'all. Like, I'm really 1 year in this thing. Content. Boom. So y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all next week.
Turn up.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for